am an MMO Andy who has only ever played 2 games properly before, World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV. The last time I played any video game actively was in 2023. Then life got busy and having no emotional bandwidth left, I stopped investing my time in games. Until I saw the trailer of Silksong. Affordable price point, a file size and graphic requirement that wouldn't kill my PC, but definitely reasons that ensured I get into the game quickly. But another major reason was how welcoming it seemed for someone like me who was having commitment issues. I never knew Silksong has a great story, which is a cherry on the top. Because what really got me into it? I am a lover of all things vibrant and saturated. Silksong is a colorful world. Even though Farloom is dying, unlike Hallownest, it's not dead yet. It's filled with pilgrims and others trying to survive. The world is filled with stories and emotions of not just despair, but also hope, determination, optimism, pessimism, and so much more. It's filled with zones, some of which are still alive, some of which are corrupted with hate, some of which have lost their life but still some wildlife perseveres. The colors depict all of this beautifully. Even when I knew none of this, the colors in the trailer instantly drew me in. The colors have a real impact on how we feel emotionally, and Silksong hits the mark. I actually noticed they changed the colors compared to their original reveal trailer 6-7 years ago, and I'm so glad they made that choice. The day I saw the trailer, it was my birthday eve and I was turning a serious age. I just wanted to have some fun. I played Silksong for 4 hours that night and achieved what I wanted. Fun. I also left that review on Steam and well, people laugh reacted. I didn't know what was coming. I'm your average player with survival skill of a Zod sometimes, who never thought she'll play a Souls-like game which is well known for its difficulty. But that doesn't matter because Silksong doesn't gatekeep new players. You have no abilities when you start the game. I was surprised to learn that I cannot sprint or dash as soon as the game begins, as I'm so used to it with many other games. Turns out it's a good thing. While one perspective could be that it makes mechanics harder to dodge initially and you have to traverse through a third zone to get it, the positive is that you learn to calculate your moves more precisely. This game has a lot of contact damage, and I've seen plenty of players take some of that damage just by dashing into bosses. Getting through 2 zones, 2 bosses, and getting a fun new ability all without dash actually made the game feel satisfying. That's just one example. The game would continue to encourage me till the end, making full use of current toolkit and feeling the satisfaction before getting rewarded with another ability and then doing new things and beating harder things. This actually brings me to even though I did not know what was coming in the first few hours, it came soon. Bosses like Widow and Last Judge didn't feel as hard to me because of my experience in dodging mechanics in my MMORPG games, but the gauntlets? They ruined me. Getting through Deep Dog's gauntlet took me a while. Wanderer's Crest gauntlet took me 6 hours. High Halls? 2 days. I even had to look up YouTube guides for these. Every time I came across a gauntlet, I would think, which one will make me quit the game? Oh, and pogo mechanic? I never did that in any game in my life. So that was so new to me, and the game never explains you its nitty-gritties. You just start getting stuck until you get good. How did I get good? With the help of the community. If it wasn't for Reddit and YouTube community and other friends also playing Silksong giving me small tips on platforming, I would be stuck at Last Judge's runback or cock core and never move ahead. Whether you seek community help or figure things out through trial and error, you sort of only clear certain levels of the game when you genuinely get good in either dodging or platforming, and really by sheer luck. And the rewards for some of the most difficult parts of the game are often big boosts in your toolkit, pushing you forward in the game. But how do you keep persevering and retrying without getting frustrated? This brings me to my reason number 4. Music can elevate a game to a whole other level. It's not just about being extravagant or peaceful. The rhythm of the sound paces the mind of the player. The fast, distorted strings at Widow and First Sinner prepare you for a fast-paced fight. The mid-tempo clock-ticking music of Cockcore prepares you for a chill platforming section, whereas Mount Fay music is almost like a deep focus track meant for a difficult puzzle to solve. The calm and peaceful music of Moss Grotto is a warm welcome to a new player. Bellheart feels low-key wholesome, and the music of Choral Chambers? Where do I even begin? It's like now I'm a pilgrim, I made it to the Citadel and have gotten divine blessing. I could go on and on. Here I would also like to mention that the sound effects of the game are absolutely wonderful as well. The subtle sound of claws during wall climbing, the butterflies flying. Again I could go on and on. But my point being, these intricate sounds really make the world feel alive and increase immersion. I know every game does it, but Silksong once again just did an excellent job on this. In my opinion, the soundtrack of Silksong hit the nail. It was never too little or too much. It was just enough to create immersion that makes you stay for long and keep at it, and even connect emotionally. This is also my next reason for loving this game. The Hollow Knight universe actually has an amazing story, but you can't tell that when you see the trailers on the surface. What may look like just a platforming game about bugs explores the stories of two kingdoms, Hallownest and Farloom, one dead and the other on the cusp of death. We see themes of monarchy, religion, devotion, defiance, motherhood, along with the hopes and dreams of individuals explored with many perspectives. Not to mention, when it comes to these individual NPCs, they are like warmth in a cold weather. The weather being the difficulty of the game, of course. Every time I found Chakra in a new zone, I would feel so relieved. And every flea rescue made me so proud of myself for almost no reason. No big story connects emotionally only on the basis of big themes. Within those themes, we get these individual characters and their quirky personalities, which makes us as players feel like we're really living in their world and not just learning their story on the surface. I guess every RPG game does that, and Silksong doesn't even claim to be an RPG. It simply has its good parts. You can't help but discuss all this further as well, creating a connection not just with the game but also with the community. Talking of community, another reason I love the game and never thought would be one is I am not a speedrunner, but while I was exploring content about Silksong on YouTube, I came across this video God Gamers by Fireborn, which was the first time I realized how insane Hollow Knight Silksong players are at the game. Out of curiosity, I started watching speedrunners like BlueSR and Xephros on Twitch, and before I knew it, even though I have 192 hours of playtime in my first completion and was telling myself I don't have it in me to replay this game ever again, I replayed it to get speed completion, and I'm nowadays trying to get speedrunner even though I still get stuck. For a completionist, this game is much longer as the last few Steam achievements are very hard to get. But it does not feel like a torture as the game genuinely has good replayability. Silksong is competing with Expedition 33 this year for Game of the Year, and I've heard E33 can be more palatable to people due to its 3D world design. For me personally, Silksong was easier to get into exactly because of this, but in an opposite way. It's a 2D game that doesn't cost much, doesn't take much space, and doesn't require me to get a new laptop. In a way, Silksong is more accessible. While story-dense games require commitment to start and get into, platformers can feel alright even while chilling for a few hours without committing. Even though Silksong turned out to be far from chilling and relaxing, it did turn out to be more than I thought in every good way. I finished the game thinking maybe I'm a better player now, and the endgame message about perseverance, it made me think, if Hornet can, so can I. Silksong has done a lot of things right, and if you're still thinking whether you should play the game or not, I would say at least give it a try. Sticking with it or not is completely up to you.